What's up everyone from the sky? I'm swimming on land, and today we have a kinda weirder video. One I thought about doing a while ago, but I never really had enough questions. It's a Wattpad Q and A. Because I'm so creative. Question number 1. What inspired you to join Wattpad? Now, I get this question asked for me a few times, but I never really addressed it because it was kind of a weird topic and I didn't think a lot of people wanted to see it. My phone buzzed. But the reason I mainly started Wattpad was because I actually love to write. And writing a fan fiction was kind of a thing I liked to do because I was very into the fandoms at the time. And I started writing some creepypasta stories, and they became a big hit, and so I started writing another one. Then I wrote another one, and then I wrote another one, and then someone asked for a YouTube fanfiction, and I wrote one, and I wrote another one, and now I'm writing another one. Question from my Wattpad: best friend music 54321. Go check out our profile. I'm not gonna put a link because I'm lazy. Why do you love me? Because you're like the apple to my pie, but you're the brie to my me. That even rhymed. Like, whoa, so creative. Another one: what's your favorite instrument? And some instruments I've actually played before are like the instruments. I have a violin. I'm gonna bring it into camera. I like playing this one, but it's not my favorite. I also have a flute. Yay! I also have an alto saxophone, but it's heavy and I don't really want to move it. My favorite instrument out of all the instruments I play and all the instruments I've ever really played was probably be the flute. The instrument. I started the instrument when I was about 11 or 12. Most likely 10. I forgot when I exactly started it. And it was just one of those things that really gave me a passion for music, and one of those things that made me really start it. But the first instrument I ever really started was piano, and then I went and taught myself the guitar. And then I started learning flute from probably the best music teacher I ever had. And after that, the music teacher I have now in school asked if I could play the saxophone for jazz band because the fingerings were the same as the flute. And after that, I really wanted to learn the violin, and it was a while that my parents kept saying I couldn't, until I finally convinced them to let me, and it was awesome that they did, and now I have a violin with me, and I'm teaching that to myself. Another question: what music do you listen to when you're writing? The music I mostly listen to when I'm writing it very much varies from story part to story part. Like, sometimes I'll be listening to Love Is by I forgot his name, Rod Stewart, and other times I'll be listening to Falling in Reverse or Metallica. But it always changes, varied from person to person, because I've always been a really weird person, and I've always listened to different things. Sometimes I'll listen to a really sad song, and I'll end up writing a really happy story part. I wrote a story part about suicide once, and I was listening to Happy. The irony is real. When did you start writing Wattpad? I mainly started writing Wattpad when I was about 13, very early 13, late 12, and it was under a totally different name than I was now, and I didn't really write, I was more reading fan fictions in my free time, and then all of a sudden I started writing some, and it became this weird thing for me because my first fan fiction was written because I got really bored and I wanted to produce something on Wattpad for my first time ever, and I wanted to be like those big shots that write. I never really made it to that, but one of the things I did always tend to realize when I was writing on Wattpad was that the more you are at it, the more people will go see. Now, I know this is a really bad thing to do, but I find that really well, awesome that you gain the space of people who are into the same things you are and who enjoy what you do as much as you enjoy doing it. So, I'm way off my original topic. But here's a random jump cut for you to forgive me. I guess that's it. This is my little Wattpad Q and A I kind of did. And it was of people on Wattpad. A few of them were friends and others just kind of were fans, I guess, with people who saw me post it. Yeah. That's all. I have nothing else to say. Hope you had a good time, and you should subscribe to me, peasants. Because you should.